And so please describe to me what the aesthetic look is exactly.
More like this guy here.
Yeah. So we'll go ahead and bring
Oh wow, you really have to come in here?
like this guy.
Is this
No,
is this really happening? He met the other guy behind you, bro. Like I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm right into that bad boy.
You can stay right there, behind the camera, behind the camera. No, see now that you got me jealous now.
That's okay.
That's not
so
fair.
You're more in the category like Luther Arnold. Okay?
My man.
Okay.
Yeah. Arnold Ferrigno. Huh?
Okay.
Aesthetic.
That's great, partner. You two ever go outplace everything in its proper place?
That does not make sense, but we usually do go, we head to Kroger's. And we work.
Yeah. I've got a lady waiting for me back home also. She has the most beautiful scrotum. Oh, God. And when she sings, she sounds just like a puppy dog. How do you nail a photo?
Just gotta get in the mode. You gotta talk with your eyes.
Talk with your eyes.
Talk with your eyes. You
Okay,
gotta
so
have the eyes.
can you show me a little bit of something, like to this camera? I would love to know how to do this. I just want to know.
Well,
how
I
do you do it?
mean,
Teach
the
me
smile,
something.
You can get the sexy eyes. Then you know you gotta get the smile going on some shoes, but.
Wait, hold up.
You got.
I gotta
when
try
it's
this
time,
with you.
when it's
Hold
time
on.
to laugh,
I gotta try
you
this
gotta
with
think
you.
of something funny
All right,
and start laughing.
do it again. Do it again. How do you do it? Teach me.
Sexy eyes.
The sexy eye.
This is sexy eyes right here.
Smizing?
Smile.
So you're smizing.
Smile.
Okay.
And then you gotta get the.
No, I look like I need to take a poop or something.
wish words were like little toy guns. No sting, no hurt, no one, just a bang, bang. Right?
Is that it?
Yeah, it's something like that. Just a bang,
Toy
bang,
guns.
rolling off your tongue.
Toy guns.
It's no smoke, no
Bang, bang.
bullets.
Water guns. All right.
Pascal, you are now rocking with that dude Pascal. We be going wild, Haitian in the building, so original. Got the haters catching feelings. Get your hands up to the ceiling and keep them held high. Cause St. Louis isn't ready. Forget about it, goodbye. Hold up, we just saying hi. Five somebody, rise up. Weekdays, catch us live. Somebody, let's go.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Pascal Show. What's up, everybody? I hope you guys are having a good Tuesday, a positive and productive Tuesday evening. You know, mine has been a little bit busy. My day has been busy, actually, not just the evening, not yet at least. But you know, on a positive side, keeping things nice and right. Getting some things done, which I'm very excited about. Doing a gang of things, and working on a couple of things. So coming up on Thursday, I got some things that are going to be popping off or coming out. I'm finally going to start getting a few things going in regards to things that I said I was going to do with the show, and on the show. And, you know, honestly, I'm really, really excited about it. So, you know, definitely comment down below. Let me know you guys are having a good day, you know, a good time and in a good evening. You know, that you guys are surrounded by nothing but positive and good things today, because, you know, there's just been a lot of negativity going on in the world. You know, there's so much bad stuff going on. We've been talking nonstop about a whole bunch of stuff that's been going on. And, you know, rightfully so, things have been really crazy. You know, things have been really, really nuts. And, you know, understandable. You know, that's what it is. You know what I mean? Good evening, Laura, on Facebook. Thank you so much. All the way from Philadelphia. What's up? Thank you so much for tuning in and being on the show today. Tanu Vane, what up, man? Good evening, my brother. Good evening. Now, I think something that Tanu Vane will be very happy about. You know, of course, I'm going to be doing something that I promised I would do on the show today, this evening, because of Tanu Vane. I'm going to be straight funky, man. Straight up to Tanu, man. You know, he hit me up, he actually hit me up on Twitter and was like, hey, you know, there's the video that you did of this cover that you did, and I would really love for you to play it on the live stream so that other people can actually like listen to it and check it out and you know, consume it with their own ears. And honestly, I am more than happy to share that side of me in a way, and put something out like that. I know that it's not something that is it's very much outside of the norm of what the show has been recently, but at the same time, you know, I'm definitely, you know, down to share what I enjoy doing and share, you know, my other, you know, passions and other loves all day long. So I will be playing something here in a little bit, because, you know, today, like I said, you know, today's going to be a short show, but I really don't want it to be one of those things where, man, we've been talking about all kinds of crazy stuff, you know, everything from sexual misconduct allegations to Kanye West slowly slipping into, you know, mental illness, to, you know, just you name it, we've been dealing with it. And, you know, I just figured, you know, like today we could just do something kind of light, kind of short, kind of fun. We get it in. Y'all can have a good time with me. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, today was just a very, very, very long day. And I think it would be nice to just kind of unwind a little bit. And if you haven't done it yet, you might know why it was a long day. If you follow me on Instagram, If you go and follow the Pascal Show on Instagram and follow me there, I put a whole bunch of stuff in my stories. There's a lot of stuff that's been going on, a lot of things to promote. In the last few days, I've been doing a lot of stuff in regards to getting into the studio again, and creating more work, creating parodies, creating music again. So we got a lot of stuff coming up here in the next. From now on, like the plan is, as long as Rona doesn't slow anything down, or doesn't shut down or lock down this state of mine, we will be, I'm starting to implement the skits and the parodies and the other stuff onto the show. So I'm really, really excited about it, because I miss it, man. I miss it. To Doogie, what's up? Malia, hello. How's everything going down under? Yellow Man, what's up, man? Yes, I did see that the couple from St. Louis got charged. Real talk, they got charged. And we could, and the thing is that, like, when it comes to that situation, there's a lot of people that feel two different ways. I mean, it's a very, very polarizing situation. Some people are with it. Some people are totally down with it. Some people are saying they had every right to stand their ground, and it was their private property. They had every right to pull out their guns and protect themselves. And then the other side, there's other people on the other side that say, hell to the no, they had no right to do that at all. Honestly, when I've first heard about the news, I definitely felt some type of way about it. I thought it was kind of ridiculous for them to pull out their guns and do that kind of stuff. But it was just, but after really thinking about it, now completely taking out of the context of Black Lives Matter or them being white, completely throw those two things out of those two elements out of it. And if I saw a bunch of people coming at my home, I'd want to protect it too. I'm just going to be straight funky, now, and the thing is like I said, there is no right answer in regards to this situation. I think that couple could have decided not to pull out their guns, and then I feel like it would have been the same result, just them yelling at the protesters. And I think it would have been the same result, not felonies and no felony charges or anything, but they would have just been like, done. You know what I mean? But yeah, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, after my first gut reaction was like, F them. How could they sit there and do that? That's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? But then on top of that, after thinking about the idea that they have their rights to own their own guns, to protect their own private property, that goes into play a little bit. But at the same time, we'll see where it all goes, where it continues to develop. You know what I'm saying? Because it is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And then now I think President Trump is getting involved with it as well. So that's a very interesting situation as well. So, we'll see what happens. You know what I'm saying? We'll see how it all goes down here in the very, very, very near future. You know what I mean? Like I said, at Tanavana, I totally agree. Like, I don't think felony charges I don't think they're going to get fully charged with felony. They might, like you just said, they might get a misdemeanor charge. On some real stuff. They're one, I'm sure they're going to have a very, very powerful or very, very good attorney that's going to fight their case in the best way possible. But then at the same time, you also got to remember, they were on their own private property. They were protecting themselves. There was a group of angry people, on the streets, upset with them. So I don't know. You see what I'm saying? It's a weird situation. Like I said, it should not, regardless, If I was one of the people on the other side and I was walking over there and I'm protesting and these guys just pull out their guns, I would think that they were absolutely insane. But legally speaking, they have a right to protect themselves, which is really messed up. You see what I'm saying? There is the right way, there's the right, what's good, what's innately good, and then there's the unfortunate law of the situation. You see what I'm saying? So we could talk about that till we're blue in the face. But I'm going to read some of your comments because I'm seeing a bunch of comments here. Chardon, thank you so much for tuning in. To Doogie, what's up, man? And thank you for the comments. And Malia, going great. Thanks. Working from home, so we'll be less chatty. It's all good, Malia. We missed you this morning, by the way. Chardon, oh no, they did not. Yep. Yeah. They really did. They really did, bro. It's been Yellow Man. What's up? He says, bro, it's been a lot going on on here in my city. Bad stuff, killings like crazy. Really? Killings like crazy? Really? Yellow Man, for real? Damn. Corey, you need to come down. You need to come check out Flamenco's The Place downtown STL. Corey, this is all new to me, so you need to type in more information about this particular location because I've never heard of it. No offense, Corey, I just never heard of it. So drop some knowledge, speak on it. Let me know. Expand that story a little bit more. Speak on it. Anyway, yeah, but they aren't going to but they weren't going to the house. Yes, and that's also a very good point, Chardon. Like they weren't going into the house. So honestly, they didn't really need to do what they need. They didn't need to go to that point of pulling out the guns. Period. They didn't have to. Shoot, they didn't have to poke the bear. They didn't have to go outside and go, get off our lawn. Just let the group pass on. You know what I'm saying? Just keep them moving, people. You know what I'm saying? Just like, all right, we see these people, we see this group of people. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna see what happens. You know what I'm saying? If they come to our lawn, then we will start. But if they're not doing anything to us, let the storm pass through. That's just my personal opinion. You know, unless they're coming out and starting to do stuff to your property, that's another conversation. You know what I mean? Then there's a reason to come out with a gun, you know, looking like Bonnie and Clyde. You know what I'm saying? Then sure, absolutely, 110%, I'm down with it. You know, I'm with you on it, 110%. You know what I mean? But on some real stuff, Yellow Man, I'm sorry that if, you know, things are being crazy out there. This corona got people losing their minds. Yeah, man. I mean, that's the fact. That's true facts. That is true facts. You know what I mean? I'm curious what will happen to them. Hopefully, they take some firearm handling classes. No kidding, because they didn't know how to hold those guns. I mean, real talk. You think that if you're going to go and buy something and have those things legally owned, that you at least go to a gun range and pop off a few rounds so you know how to properly hold a gun. You know, it's ridiculous, especially AR-15 like that. I mean, come on, y'all. Personally, if I owned an AR-15, shoot, I'd be in that range at least once a month, just popping off rounds because it's hell yeah. It's an AR-15, man. Damn. Crazy displays crazy display of firearms handled incorrectly. Absolutely. You know, I feel like they should be charged just for that. And that's it. You know what I mean? Learn how to use your gun. If you're going to get one, learn how to use it. That's what I think. Learn how to use it. Diggity damn. Anyway, protesters did go back there again, but the community had hired guards to protect the gates. Okay, but that makes sense. Let the guards do what they do. You see what I'm saying? Let other people do that. Stay safe in your homes. Bring in some proper security that are just going to hopefully peacefully push the people back or send the people back home. You know what I mean? Or to another place. You know? Either way, the cost to defend yourself in court is crazy, emotionally, mentally, financially, and their reputation is ruined. Absolutely, Mr. T. Like, you don't understand. Like, they are done. They're done. Except Trump now is very much like trying to get involved with them. You know, like I said, it made enough news and it's made enough ruckus that Trump is seeing it as well and wants to be all up in it. You know, all up a part of it. You know what I'm saying? Not saying anything bad. I'm not trying to throw any shade. It's just that he likes to grab onto those kind of things and use that as an example of saying, see, Black Lives Matter is a terrorist organization. They're terrorists. You know, it's hate. It's hate crime. You know what I'm saying? So, but like I said, like we've been saying, you know, already, we will see how this transpires. We will see how this develops, you know? I seriously appreciate you're looking at all sides. Yeah, I mean, Chardon, thank you so much for saying that. It's funny because sometimes I get in trouble for trying to think and see it in a more 360 type of way other than just staying on one side. And I can be on one side easy. I can literally go, nah, man, they should get charged to the full extent of the law. They shouldn't have done this, that, and the third. You feel me? I could do that easy. But on a logical sense of things, you got to look at the other side of it as well. Okay, they have their own legal rights. They do. And I hate to say that, but it's true. You know, so you got to put that into consideration. And once you put that into consideration, sometimes the law gets away from human emotion, unfortunately. And it's kind of like, all right, yeah, that's messed up that they brandish their guns like that, and they shouldn't have done that to those people. But you see what I'm saying? But the law, you see what I'm saying? So but like I said, I'm just trying to stay as diplomatic as possible and balance. You know, sit on the fence, which is very, very uncomfortable because straddling the fence can really hurt. You know what I'm saying? So. Unfortunately, them are the breaks. Elaine, hi. Hello, Elaine. Yeah, man. As a 2A advocate, this is a very talked about case in the gun community. The wife definitely needs training. Absolutely, man. That's, if they kept their guns at standby, I think they would have been fine. I personally would have wouldn't have given up the potential cover of a dark window. I personally wouldn't have given up the potential cover of a dark window. Okay, I see what you're saying there, Tano Vane. I mean, and that's the thing. Like, they did not need to be out there all up in the piece, showing off their guns like this is some really bad rap video. Like, they didn't have to do that. They didn't have to. They have their rights, but they didn't have to. Or they could have had it on their side, by them on the side, saying, hey, I'm coming straight packing, y'all. Back the F off. They could have easily said that. They could have easily said that. They didn't have to have it all out in everybody's face like that. You know what I'm saying? There's just ways to get things done without actually having to get it out there like that. Just show it. All you got to do is show it. You don't have to point it at people. Pointing it at people is a different story, especially when you don't know how to handle the gun. What if that thing pops off randomly? Pow! The way he was holding it, especially the husband, the way Mr. McCloskey was holding the gun, and you see the photo of his wife standing next to him, and she's just holding her little pea shooter like this. But his rifle's like this way. He's pointing right at her face like this. You know what I'm saying? And man, like I said, could have been really bad. They probably heard Carson Tucker's rant about BLM members are coming to the. Yep. Oh, absolutely. Coming to your suburban neighborhoods, so be armed and ready. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? All we can do is pry on this on this Pascal evilness. Oh man, yeah. It's just messed up. He was doing nothing if not trying to make himself look like a bigger man. Sad. Exactly. It's funny because that gun, the girl, the wife's gun would have done just fine. That would have done just fine. And just put it on the side, or put it. You could still hold the gun, but point it to the ground. Just keep it on your side, and that's it. And just say, "Get the heck out of here. I got my gun. Get the heck out of here." You know what I'm saying? That's it. People ain't listening. They have attorneys and specialists focus on self-defense and CDW cases, and you get a sizable amount of money. Then you can settle it out of court, and that's probably where it's going to go. That's probably what's going to happen. Yeah, they won't be found guilty. They know the law, and I'm sure it will be thrown out. I met you at the Battle Hawks game. Oh, okay. Huh. Yeah, Corey, we could definitely talk about it. We could definitely rap about it. Sure. We could definitely rap about maybe doing a show or something like that out there. You know what I mean? At your spot. I've been looking to do some pop-up shows at random locations and everything. You know what I mean? And I think our people here, would love to see a change of scenery instead of all this purple. You know what I'm saying? Oh man. But yeah. Yeah, open carry is stupid. It makes you a target. Yep. Yo, wagwan. But yeah. So that's basically like, to Doogie, thank you so much for bringing that in or bringing that up. That is some interesting information. That is obviously news that has been going on for the past few days, actually. But it looks like Governor Parsons, the governor of Missouri, it looks like there's a possibility of him pardoning them due to the situation, due to the circumstances that surround it and all that. There is a good possibility that, they might not even see the inside of a courtroom. They might just get pardoned, or they might get slapped on the wrist with a few fines, and then they're just going to keep it moving. So we'll see what happens. Curious about people's thoughts on Portland, Oregon. I'm very curious about people's opinions or people's thoughts on Portland, Oregon as well. I honestly, it is some really nutty things, really nutty things that are going on over there. Really, really nutty things. The riots and the protesting and the fact that they have federal agents out there now is very weird to me. Very weird. But yeah, that is something to think about and talk about for sure. And if I'm correct, hold on, let me Google something really quick. What was that guy's name? I'm trying to remember. I'm having a brain fart on. Isn't it? Hold on. That's going to drive me nuts. I'm trying to remember. What. Hold on, guys. I'm looking. I'm looking for something real quick. Because the protests that started over at in Oregon are in Portland, Oregon something stemmed from it. Something started it. And I'm trying to remember, it was Hakeem. Is that the Hakeem Littleton situation? Man, there's so many names. It's just such a terrible Hakeem Littleton. No, that's in Detroit. Huh. So as far as the events that are going on with the with that inside in Portland, that's still something that I have not really looked into, to be really honest. All I know is that there's protests going on in Portland, Oregon, and it's gotten really nasty out there. That's really all I know. Now, I did cover one thing where there was a Portland, Oregon police officer, a black police officer, that talked about what it's like being in the front lines of the BLM movement, and how there is, like at one certain part of the day, it's mostly black protesters that are out there, and then as the night progresses, it turns into more white protesters, and things start to get really, really hairy. And if you haven't seen that video, go check it out. It's in my my channel. But they talked about, like, they were talking about that, but I don't know any more than that, unfortunately. That's interesting. Portland has the most nudie bars per square mile in the U.S. That's so random. But thank you, Gator Country. Thank you. One of the shields is pretty blatant with the hammer and sickle marking. Okay, I don't know what you guys are talking about. Oh, they have been attacking court buildings and others for like 60 days now, supposedly. There's some video of it. Damn, that's crazy. That's absolutely nuts. That's really nuts, man. But yeah, like, and I know that there's been a lot of things, like a lot of, like I said, just federal agents that have been brought over there. But apparently a bunch of other cities are doing the same thing. They're kind of following in suit. But that's all I really know about it. I don't know a whole lot more about it. I've kind of, just steered away from it because it was just so much, like I said, just so much negative stuff going on every 5 minutes. It was just like, damn, more and more stuff going on with the world, and the world is still burning up. It's crazy. Why not? Because the media isn't covering it. 53 days of chaos, midnight till 4 a.m. Antifa. No, not any reason because of that, Jim. Honestly, it's just more of me just taking a little bit of a break from the chaos and all the bad news that's going on. And honestly, I even said it on the show about a week ago, a little bit over a week ago, and was just basically saying, like, hey, I need personally, for my own self, to change things up just a little bit for a little bit, and not have everything all be negative things that are going on, or the consistent arguments about, the Black Lives Matter movement is a Marxist, and it's I just like I said, just taking a little bit of a break from the negativity, and I ain't the news, so I can do that if I want to, and I decided to do that for my own self, for my own mental health, to be really honest. There's too much negativity going on, and I was like, man, I just need to talk about other things. And yeah, there's things that you can't avoid. Of course, there's definitely things you can't avoid, but there's, like the big hitting things that go on in the world for sure. But then of course, I feel like sometimes when you're arguing or when you're making a point about how you feel about the protests, say in Chicago, let's just say, for an example, I feel like I feel the same way about the protests in Chicago as if it was in Portland. And that's just me. You know what I mean? No, I'm saying that's why most folks don't realize that this is still going on around the country. Oh, I see what you're saying. The media thought riots were cool until they realized most folks don't agree with that. No, they don't. And also, I think that the media also got tired of it too. I think they got tired of it like I got tired of it. You see what I'm saying? Like, there's only a certain moment, a certain amount of time that you're just like, oh my God, how many times can we talk about this? And of course, we still got to talk about those things. I'm not sitting here saying that we shouldn't talk about those things, but every once in a while, it's just nice to just change it up a little bit, you know, just for a second, you know, and talk about things that aren't as super heavy or as super polarizing, you know. But that's just my personal opinion, you know. Yeah. But it is still going on. Yeah. Yeah, and that's very true, you know. And yes, Mr. T12, like, everyone is really waiting for normalcy to return to their lives. Absolutely. And for me, it was just kind of like, all right, I've been doing for 4 months so far. So yes, July. It's almost over four months of covering either COVID or protests. So for me, it was just kind of like, all right, you know what? I need to take just a little bit of a break. Tiny bit of a break. Just a bit. I think that's okay. I think that's okay to take a little bit of a break. You know, a little mental vacation. Still talk about all these other things. I mean, Kanye West is a really, really great vacation. I'm going to be really honest. It's a nice vacation from all the other stuff, you know, because I mean, you know, soon enough, we're going to be talking about the debates. We're going to be talking about the elections. We're going to be talking about all those things, and all those things are going to be super polarizing. Everyone's going to be in their feels about it. Everyone's going to have a certain opinion about it. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's just kind of like, all right, you know, let's throw in a little bit. You know, there's a lot of, like I've said before, a lot of aspects of this show that were kind of thrown on the wayside ever since Rona came through. You know what I'm saying? Then Black Lives Matter or the George Floyd murder happened, and then it took everything, just went down that rabbit hole, you know, and still continues to go down that rabbit hole. But at the same time, I can sit here all day and sit here and say these protests are, you know, as long as they're peaceful, I'm with it. If they're violent, I'm not with it. And I'm sitting here saying that I could click that and drag that on top of Florida, Illinois, New York, Dallas. It doesn't matter. You know what I mean? It's the same rules apply, in my personal opinion. Let's see. Literally trying to force them back. Wow. My job is to help adjust to no longer knowing what normal is and still feeling our okayness. I'm wondering what you do then, Chardon. That's very interesting that you say that. They literally had plastic and metal shields in front with umbrellas over top as they pushed toward the police. Wow. That's interesting, Tanuvane. That sounds insane. Now you got me wanting to look this up. Oh, that's what's up, Chardon. You're a therapist. That's very, very cool. Brylan Green, hello. Hey, bro. Thank you so much for tuning in. Brylan, let us know where you're commenting from. I'd love to know. You know what I mean? What city, what state you in? You know what I mean? Let me see this, man. Let me see this, Tanuvane. I need to see this for myself now. Now you got me all messed up. Let's see. Now you got me wanting to look this. Ooh, this is 5 hours ago. Oh, shamalama ding dong. Okay, we're going here. All right then, we going here, man. Hey, man. All right. We're going there. Here we go, guys, for your eyes only. Wow.
And that was the scene around midnight when a group known as the Wall of Moms sang what was essentially a protest lullaby outside the federal courthouse in downtown Portland, Oregon. Early this morning, federal officers there fired tear gas and smoke bombs in new clashes with protesters. In recent days, agents have taken several people away in unmarked vehicles, allegedly without legal cause. President Trump is vowing to send federal agents to more cities just over 100 days before the election. CBS correspondent Carter Evans has the story.
Okay. Tano Vane is telling me that's not it, but that's a snippet. That's a little bit of a snippet. I mean, this is 5 hours ago. So I was just looking at it on some real stuff, but the wall of moms, what? I've never heard of that before in my life. That's a real thing. What? Okay. Wall of moms. Wall of moms. That is ridiculous. Okay. So here it is. Now, I see some other things like protesters were de-escalating before federal agents arrived. But this is what the Portland mayor was saying, apparently. But that was 2 days ago. Wow. This is nuts. This is absolutely nuts. Man. Okay. All right. I'm going to pull up this other one because I am looking at this other one. Now, this might not be it either, Tano Vane, but I'm going to try it. It looks a little bit more chaotic. It's not a wall of moms, if you will, but oof. Okay. Yep. It looks like these guys are running away. Dudes in riot gear running. They running away. Wow. This is interesting. Let's take a look.
Tonight in Portland, Oregon, a city stunned but exhausted, bracing for the possibility of more violence.
Bruh, this is
Overnight running
insane.
street battles between protesters and local police. The office of the Portland Police Association set on fire. Unmarked federal agents with no insignia other than police sprayed tear gas and beat back protesters. President Trump addressed the protests on Fox News Sunday.
If we didn't take a stand in Portland, we've arrested many of these leaders. If we didn't take that stand, right now you would have a problem like they were going to lose Portland.
Who are you? This is Portland's mayor argues video showing federal agents pulling a protester into an unmarked van has made the situation worse. Ted Wheeler's also the city's police commissioner.
The situation was definitely de-escalating here in the city of Portland. Federal troops came in last Saturday and they blew the whole thing up when they started attacking nonviolent demonstrators.
Department of Homeland Security memo leaked to the New York Times warns the agents need training. The memo reads, moving forward, if this type of response is going to be the norm, specialized training and standardized equipment should be deployed to responding agencies. The DHS has no immediate comment. The department says they sent agents to protect federal property. NBC News has not verified the contents of the memo. For 6 weeks, the city has endured nightly violence. Protests triggered by the death of George Floyd and concentrated around a small area of law enforcement buildings. Protester Beverly Barnum says they will be back tonight.
We can't turn a blind eye forever. Yes, our families matter and we need to protect them, but we essentially all are family. Our community is our family, and we have to take care of each other.
Aaron, Oregon is suing the federal government. Is that lawsuit still moving forward?
Kate, it is. Oregon's Attorney General is seeking a temporary restraining order to stop what she argues are unlawful arrests by federal agents. She could be in federal court as soon as tomorrow.
Hey, NBC News fans,
Wow.
thanks for
Interesting. And, shout out to Lester Holt. So, wow. It's funny because, I've seen the clips. I saw those things. But I don't know why I was so, Now I feel like a jerk. I'm going to be real. I feel like a jerk because I've been so with it, but then I literally turned it off. Like, I literally turned it off. I was just like, I need a second. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just need I need the moment. You know what I mean? You feel me? Wow, that's some interesting stuff. I didn't know that it was like that over there.
We're gonna start with
I read a few things.
A video.
Hold on, sorry. I read a few other things. You know, I've seen these other videos and saw some things on the news, but I just kind of, you know, like I said, just been in a way turning it off in a way, just to stop focusing on such terrible news every day. I feel like every show for me, I was getting so emotional and so riled up and all up in my feelings, you know what I mean? That I'm just like, man, I just need to personally I just needed to take a moment, you know what I'm saying? Real talk, you know? But I didn't know that was going down, and that's messed up. And what's crazy to me is that it seems like there's an ongoing theme, you know? The mayor goes, hey, you know, it was we had things had de-escalated, and then once the federal agents came in, everything just started popping off. Now, I don't know how much of that is true, but I do see remember back in the day, a few months back, not even a few months back, maybe a month ago, you know what I'm saying? Like a month and a half ago, we were putting up videos where people were showing actual cops that were shooting out tear gas into peaceful protesters. You know, that these cops were just shooting rubber bullets at people in peaceful protests, where people are just sitting there with their hands up saying, hands up, don't shoot, you know, or reciting all the people who have been a victim to police brutality. So to me, I'm not surprised hearing the mayor say something like that. But at the same time, you just never know. He might not want to look like he can't control his own city. But then at the same time, those federal agents, you're bringing in the dogs, man. You're sending in the vicious dogs, the rabid dogs. I mean, that's what they're there for, man. You know what I'm saying? They're there to take care of business. They're not there to just stand there and just chill. They're there to cause a ruckus up in this bee. You feel me? That's what I think. Protesters have the courthouse boarded up now, but there have been a few fires and intentional damage. They lined up shoulder to shoulder to shoulder and tried to push cops on the street back, and the cops just unloaded rubber bullets into the shields. Yep. You know, always had a ton of people just waiting to jump into active protesting. Don't always follow the rules. Exactly. You know what I mean? Like, and then yes, I did see the naked yoga protester. I saw that too. Now to me, like on that ish, like I'm, you know, okay. Let me pull it up. I hopefully there's a censored version of it. Obviously. Oh, okay. Okay, Tanavan. You can see your shields at least. Yeah, I'll check that out in a second. Let's look up this yoga protester. Now, hopefully some have censored photos of said person. And yeah, so I saw this stuff. Like I said, you know, I'm seeing all these things. I'm consuming it. I'm checking all this ish out. And then I'm just like, you know, I'm taking it in. I'm soaking it in. I got my own personal opinions about it. And I guess we're going to talk about it now. But this is the photo. Censored, of course. But this is the yoga protester. Okay? Now, I want to point something out. Okay? I just want to point one thing out. Why would you take a photo like that? What's the point of doing something like that? In my personal opinion, that doesn't solve a damn thing. That was just a photo op to possibly go viral, which obviously to make the news, to cause a ruckus. I hate this kind of stuff. These are the moments when I go, this is not what the movement is about. This is not what the protests are about. That person and whoever took the photo just wanted to take an opportunity because they thought it looked cool. That is not real, y'all. There is no reason that they should be doing something like that. Real talk. They completely took away everything by doing that. And there's the other things too. All the other protests that have turned into negative, where the pendulum has swung back into the negative, where they're just using chaos for chaos' sake. These are the moments that really anger me. There is no reason for them to take a photo like this at all. None. Completely goes against the purpose of all of this in the first place. That is stupid. Sorry. That's what I think. Yet this photo. Okay, so you said Chardon said I'm not here for her. Yet this photo isn't why she did this. Gator, but if she shaved, come on. No, funny joke. Funny. But the thing is I just think that kind of stuff is ridiculous. When it's staged trash. I think that's stupid. Now, obviously, I'm sure it'll be a photo that will go on forever, but that is some staged trash. That is just for publicity. It's a publicity stunt. It is just for to get something viral, to sell a photo. But there's no purpose behind that at all whatsoever, in my personal opinion. That's it. Exactly. Clout chasing trash. That is clout chasing trash, in my personal opinion. Put your clothes on, protest peacefully, try to get a petition out there, talk to your local officials, do something positive. Going out there and getting buck-ass naked for no reason ain't going to solve nothing. Just for the fact that you were able to get naked in front of people. You know what I mean? Real talk. Oh, how do I feel about communism? We could talk about that another day, for sure. We will talk about that, Amy Nation, just not tonight. The reason that woman with the black paint gets keeps getting free is because Biden and local mayors have donated to bail for all protesters, including violent rioters. But so that's interesting because it doesn't make any sense. Why would you sit there and say, oh, I guess it gets people out, even the protesters that are protesting against BLM, which, for some people, however you stand on that situation with the girl who went that girl went to 3 different murals, guys. 3. One of them was beautifully painted too, very ornate and put together in a very beautiful way. And she just went and just destroyed it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we'll talk about that real quick here in a second, Mr. T12, for sure, because we could talk about that real quick. She didn't set up the pictures. She did her thing to get the troops to stop. This is a bad shot of the yoga poses she did. Oh, okay. Interesting. I didn't know that. But to me, it feels like it was obviously it's a staged thing. A staged thing. I mean, no matter what, she's going, okay, I'm going to take my body, I'm going to get butt naked, and I'm going to stand here in the middle between the protesters and the cops, I don't know. Just to me, it's just staged fake crap. And I just hate it. I hate it. I hate it more than anything in the world. Just like I hate the fact that Beverly Beatty lady went and messed up all those murals. No matter where you stand, I just hate it. It's just because I feel like her intentions were not for the betterment of anything. I felt like she was clout chasing on her own side of things. She was trying to secure the bags and try to secure some attention on her end. You know what I'm saying? Her intentions weren't entirely good either. regardless if she's painting over that or painting over a KKK mural. It doesn't matter. She was clearly clout chasing for her own with her own agenda, and I don't like that. I hate that. I hate that stuff. Make sure the camera's on, babe. Is the camera on? We live? Bet. Look at me doing this stuff. I don't know, man. Just to me, it doesn't feel genuine. Doesn't feel real. And, okay, so we're going to swerve real quick because Mr. T12 just did say something. Can we swerve off this topic for a quick second and recognize how scary it is for Mike Tyson to still be training like he was in his prime? This guy is crazy, has crazy genetics. I wouldn't fight him at 80. Word. I completely agree with you. The man's a beast, but you also got to remember, unfortunately, he probably on that HGH. He probably on some good health, human growth hormone. You know what I'm saying? And he's getting right. He about to get right. He's going to be dangerous. And if they actually do fight each other, if Holyfield and Tyson get into the same ring together, he's about to turn Holyfield into dust. Do you understand that? He's going to first hit he hits him with, that dude's going to turn into a brown mist. Just gone. You know what I'm saying? Just saying. Just saying. The Cali couple were charged with a hate crime for painting over the BLM mural. Yeah. And that family, that group got hit with the hate crime, as they should have. Or, I don't know if it's a hate crime. But they should have gotten slapped on. They should have gotten a misdemeanor or some sort of thing for sure. I don't know if I don't think it is considered. I don't consider it a hate crime, but most definitely they should have gotten. Of course, they should have gotten slapped with some sort of charge. Hate crime, I don't think so. That's just my personal opinion. You see what I'm saying? So, old girl over here, Bevelyn, should be slapped on the wrist for the all. And actually, her thing, I feel, could be considered a hate crime because she did not go to 1. She did not go to 2. She went to 3, bruh. 3 times a lady. Like, real talk. 3, bruh. That's a lot. You went out of your way to do that stuff, man. That was some seriously premeditated ish. She shouldn't have done that. Real talk. She should get slapped on the wrist with something. Trust. Yes, Chardon, I don't even know about this either. I wonder what happens if your brain getting knocked out at that age. You know what? I don't even know. I'm on Chardon's page. I don't even know. And you want to know what's so great about it is that I'll never know. You know what I'm saying? I don't get paid to do that. So thank you, Jesus, that I don't have to deal with that kind of trash. That's why we pay the pay-per-view to see those guys get paid millions and millions of dollars to get their stuff rattled. Okay? Just saying. Their whole brains getting rattle, rattle, thunder, clatter, boom, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? Like, just destroyed. And that was a deep cut if you know what I'm talking about. Anyway. So, yeah. Protests are crazy. I didn't know it was that serious like that. Or, I mean, like, it's like I knew through osmosis in a way because I had been seeing it all over the place. But then I guess I didn't put it all of it together. But, yeah. Wow. And what's funny to me is that there's going to be a lot of these people that are out here protesting up in this B right now, that as soon as their states, as soon as they get back to starting to work again, a lot of those protesters are going to disappear. I'm telling you right now. A lot of them have a lot of time on their hands, and they're just angry at the world right now. Real talk. They're just mad they're not making no monies as well. So there's this weird mix of like BLM protesters and then the other. You call him Antifa, you can call him whatever you want. It's fine. Label him however you want it. I call him other. And you got that other out there acting a damn fool, getting butt ass naked, doing yoga moves in the middle of the damn street for a photo op while TikToking, I'm a savage. You know what I mean? At the same damn time. And putting a black fist as their emoji, you know what I'm saying, or is their avatar on all their stuff. But then as soon as they have to work again, as soon as like the jobs start turning back on and the cities start going back to some sort of normalcy, gone. Him gone. All of them will be gone. Trust. Gone. Ghost. Just saying. It's sad. It's real sad. Working hard to keep peace in our home every day. Got to find your joy. Absolutely. You know, nowadays it's like trying to find ways to laugh. You know, even if it is like some bad, tragic thing that's kind of crazy. Oh, this girl went out butt naked and did yoga moves? Really? You got to find some way to laugh at it, you know? Because there's always somebody out there, you know? And I guarantee you at some point that girl's going to get interviewed or something. And she's going to be like, oh, please go follow my Instagram page. I got a yoga Instagram page. Go follow me. Watch. It's all for clout. Mike's menacing and pacing like a wild animal was all for show. He got KO'd. Yes, that's true. In his prime, that's true. But at the same time, right now, okay, here it is. Let me keep it. Let me break it down for you real quick. We talking about Evander Holyfield and Mike Tyson. Okay, I've never met Mike Tyson, but I've met Evander Holyfield face to face. He did not look like he's ready. He don't look like he's ready. He doesn't look like he got the move, like, you know, the quickness. But then again, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? When I met him, you know, he was very, very slow. And I don't mean that in mentally. I just mean like how he moved was very slow and very, you know, he's an old man. You know what I'm saying? So to me, if he goes out there and starts rocking, I mean, I'll be surprised. I'll be like, whoa, they must have mainlined his veins with Red Bull and Monster, because damn, this man was not moving like he was when I saw him. But then Mike Tyson, but I feel like he's always had it. Mike Tyson's always had it. I feel like he's always been training. It doesn't matter. He'll never stop training. He'll be training in his freaking casket. He will be he'll be training if reincarnation exists, his spirit will be training, okay? That man is a born fighter. And that's it, you know? And you're right, Tanu Vane. Performance drugs are a hell of a drug. You know what I'm saying? Crazy. But anyway, okay, so before I head off and jump off of here, let me pop up this video. Tanu Vane asked me to play it. I'm going to play it. It is a complete and utter left turn from what we are talking about. This is just me performing a song. It's a cover song. It's a popular song. It's from it's a Sam Smith cover, and it's a song from I forgot the name of the movie. Wow, I can't believe I forgot the name of the movie. But anyways, it's one of the James Bond movies. I'm just trying to say again. Spectrum. There it is. It's good to have a girlfriend that listens to everything that you say on the show. When it's beneficial is right here. So yes, I know that you guys don't, you know, like I said, it's a little bit of a left turn, a little bit something fun. You know what I mean? I'm assuming that's the fire alarm. That's the fire alarm. Gotta love that. Anyway, that is the fire alarm. You want to know why? So my girlfriend got this new deep fryer, or not deep fryer, this air fryer. Okay. And she's been on a kick on trying to air fry everything. So we got a whole bunch of like these fat-o, chicken wings. And so right now she's trying to do that. And yeah, I ain't trying to die, man. Not today, bruh. You know what I mean? I'm fire resistant. I don't know if you know that. You know what I mean? I'm flame retardant. Something like that. Anyway, I digress. Oh, yeah, I remember that. I remember that. Animation, I remember that. Like he got caught with a dude and he was smoking meth with the dude. Man, it's crazy. It's crazy what people do now. It's crazy. Anyway, air fryer thing is crazy. No, this one is dope though, Gator. This one's good. This is a good air fryer, bruh. This thing is incredible. So she's been cooking a whole bunch of chicken, and I guess she may have let one in there a little bit too long or something. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Man, we try, this brother out here trying to eat too. You know what I'm saying? So, and we've been on this crazy health kick. So they say this is a little bit of a healthier choice if you're trying to do maybe some fried foods. It's a little bit of a healthier choice. And what we've eaten so far, fire. So anyway, here's the song. I was thinking of getting an air fryer for wings. Yeah, man, I'm telling you, get that mug. I guarantee you're going to love it. But anyway, I digress. Here's the song. Recorded this a while back. It's a little bit of a left turn, but I hope you guys enjoy it. This is a Sam Smith cover. The song is called Writings on the Wall. Enjoy.
I've spent a lifetime running, and I always get away. But with you, I'm feeling something that makes me wanna stay. I'm prepared for this. I never shoot to miss. But I feel like a storm is coming. If I'm gonna make it through the day, then there's no more use in running. This is something I gotta face. If I risk it all, could you break my fall? How do I breathe when you're not here? I'm suffocating. I wanna feel love run through my blood. Tell me, is this where I give it all up? For you, I have to risk it all. 'Cause the writing's on the million shards of glass that haunt me from my past. As the stars begin to gather and the light begins to fade, when our hope begins to shatter, know that I won't be afraid. If I risk it all, could you break my fall? suffocating. I wanna feel love run through my blood. Tell me, is this where I give it all up? For you, I have to risk it all. 'Cause the writing's on the wall. The writing's on the How do I live? How do I breathe? When you're not here, I'm suffocating. I wanna feel love run through my blood. Tell me, is this where I give it all up? How do I live? How do I breathe? When you're not here, I'm suffocating. I wanna feel love run through my blood. Tell me, is this where I give it all up? For you, I have to risk it all. 'Cause the writing's on the
So, okay, so there it is. Hopefully Tana Vane is happy. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. Real talk. I really do hope you guys enjoyed it. It's not something that I show, I don't do that very much. Like I said, a lot of people are like, what is this? Why, what is this? Why are you doing that? That doesn't make any sense. But Bryson, yes, that was me. That most definitely was my ass. Yeah, that was me singing. That was me in a suit, singing, having a good old time. But yeah, like I've said before, there's a lot of, and that video, by the way, is on the page. There is a music section on the YouTube channel. On the channel. If you go and check it out, it's up there, all up in that piece. And like I've said before, one of the things and one of the goals that I have in mind, or that I have, that I want to implement and bring back into my live show, is the skits and the parodies and the music, because that's one part of the show. That's one part of me that I want to be able to bring back. That is very much me. Singing is most definitely a passion of mine. And it's a pastime, it's a fun pastime of mine. And to Enemy Nation did ask a question. It's funny. Yes, I've tried out for American Idol a couple times. Then I've also auditioned and gotten through to a couple callbacks for American Idol and for The Voice. And long story short, I only went through a certain amount of rounds and then never got called back. But those are the things, them are the breaks. And, it's there's things that people, are looking for, and they're looking for very specific types with those shows. And they did not, I was not what they were looking for at that time. You know what I mean? Still to this day, they're literally looking for, a person that is like the fresh-faced kid, with a great row of teeth that can sell a tube of Crest. You know what I'm saying? They're looking for that perfect type. And they're looking for the total package. Absolutely. And especially age. They're looking for a young total package, fresh-faced, looking really great, very young and attractive, but extremely talented. That's what they're looking for, and a lot of times, I hate to say it like this, but I'm going to keep it straight funky with y'all. They're not looking for black people. Not a lot of times that they're looking for black voices and black talent. They're looking for the next Bieber. They're looking for the next Taylor Swift. You know, that's mainly what they are looking for. I hate to say that, but that is the actual truth. You know, or they're looking for what is trending and hot right then and there, which is like, if it's Mumford and Sons, for example, I can't even believe I remember that name or that band name. But if it's that hipster look with the skinny jeans and the freaking, you know, fedora or the hat and the big old beard, and they got suspenders on, but they play guitar and stuff, they will look for that. You know what I mean? They will be hell bent on trying to find that, you know, but it all depends on the time. If Bruno Mars is hot at that moment, then they're looking for that Bruno Mars type, you know, somebody who's, you know, cute and, you know, got a lot of charisma, so on and so forth. They're not really looking for the, you know, the type, you know, like me, you know, not a whole lot of times. You know, somebody who's super trendy, you know, that's what they're looking for. And it's all good. That's how their show works. That's how they sell the show, you know. And then that's the other thing. You know, even so, there would be times when they're looking for a Sam Smith type, the blue-eyed soul, if you will. You know, they're looking for a white kid that has like a soulful voice. You know, it's a rarity. You know, then they'll jump on that. And yes, they still do have black singers on the show. And a lot of times they're just ballers. Like, they just blow. And they should be on the show because of how powerful and amazing their voices are. And I'm just talking about the voice. I'm talking about the show, The Voice. American Idol, completely different can of worms. American Idol literally is looking for the total package. In fact, most of the time, they don't really even care if you can even sing. Now, the show is a little bit different now. But when I auditioned for it, it was a lot of the package, the look. You know, if you fine and you can carry a tune somewhat, Simon Cowell was like, oh, yes, I love her. She's absolutely amazing. Yes. You know, but that was then. Now it's a little bit different. You know, now they're looking for everybody, any type of person. You know, sometimes it's like, that person, you think that person can really sing? Damn, okay. All right, then. Let them on the show. They're only going to last like one round. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, but those are like a very, very, very watered down version of my experience with auditioning for American Idol and for The Voice. The Voice was weird, totally different, and not very cattle callish. They found a lot of my videos online because I had done a bunch of cover songs, and just, you know, me in front of a microphone acting like I'm singing the song, but I had pre-recorded it before, you know what I mean? Those things. And they found me through that, and they said, hey, we'd like to have you come in specifically to come in and audition. So I drove all the way out to Nashville and auditioned for them face to face, where it was a completely different ball game. I was in a room with maybe 12 other people, and like I said, they all looked like they came out of music videos of their own right. You know, I could see that there was the Taylor Swift type, and then there was the, you know, the rocker type, and then there's the singer-songwriter type, and then there's the Bruno Mars type, and you know what I mean? There was a lot of that going on. And I walk into this room, when they finally call me in, I walk into this room, and it's like a small little stage, like a little lift, you know, like just a foot off the ground. And this is one of the first callbacks I ever did. And there is nothing but paneled lights. Like I have these two lights that are in front of me right now that light me up. They literally doing that. And it was just like these weird, interesting, like LED, almost kind of like this, except they were like standing up by themselves, if that makes any sense. And they just said, hey, go up there. They're going to play your songs and just go ahead and sing them, you know, and don't forget to smile to the camera while you're singing. So, and there was a guy in the corner and all that. And I went in and sang my 2 songs and tried to have fun. But it's weird because you're just in a room kind of by yourself where these people are just sitting there going, this is probably the 30th time we've heard this song today, but okay, come on. And yeah, it was just like that. But like I said, not everybody is made for reality TV. You know, not everybody is made to do that. And that's not me, you know, that's not me. But it was cool opportunities. It was a fun experience, you know. Wow, you're the Jamie Foxx of St. Louis. Man, that's funny because I have a feeling there's a lot of other people in St. Louis that would tell you otherwise. They'll be like, no, I'm the Jamie Foxx of St. Louis. The hell you talking about? But but on some real stuff, you know, I just, I really do enjoy and love what I do. But like I said, you know, I'm more than just somebody who can sing a song. You know what I'm saying? And I realized that my angle was not going to be, I knew that my angle wasn't going to just be like, hey, I'm going to come in here and just sing a song or two. You know, I just knew that I was going to be more than that. People are going to like me for who I am and enjoy my content, you know, and that's hence the reason why the show is what it is. Well, not the morning show. The morning show has taken a little bit of a left turn lately, given being locked up. I mean, it's hard to do anything. But now things have changed. You know, now I'm finally getting in front of. I finally went to a studio just yesterday and recorded a song. Finally, I shot the video today. And then now I'm hopefully, God willing, the video will be out and will be on the show on Thursday morning. But that's me saying, hey, this is what I'm bringing back into the show. Those pieces, you know, bringing the fun back into the show. But like I said, when we got locked up, when everything got locked down, I couldn't shoot with anybody. I couldn't go into a studio to record. Everyone was terrified. Everyone was scared of getting the Rona, you know. Now everybody's starting to loosen up. So that's why I've been able to start shooting and start creating music again and start getting skit ideas together and all that, you know? So like I said, you're going to see all those things. We're still going to talk about all this stuff, you know, like, you know, Enemy Nation, don't worry. We will talk about communism. But at the same time, you know, the show is still going to have those other things in there too. You know what I mean? And Gator, I totally agree. TV is extremely corporate and it is really, it is so cookie cutter. And it's so like to a T, to a certain extent, like you're only allowed to do certain things. And they put you in this one category and they say you're just going to be that for the rest of your life. And it's like, no, I'm more than that, man. I'm much more than that. You know, just like I have a feeling as I start putting out more stuff, more content on the show that is more parodies and more, you know, fun stuff, more skits that are still relative to what's going on in the world and all that. I have a feeling that there's going to be people who view the show that are going to be like, well, this was not at all what the show was before. What the hell is this? You know, but if you go to my playlists, you know, that have been created and been around for a long time, you'll see that this has been a part of the show for the longest time. You know, I've been doing this stuff since before pandemic even started, bruh. You know what I mean? Young means someone young means someone inexperienced who they can get the best of. Yep, especially when it comes to signing a contract. Exactly. They want longevity. That's what they're looking for. Unless you are like some random, and this is the other thing too, and this is what's so crazy about this stuff, and this is really real, y'all. So let me tell you a little bit more about this. This is some crazy stuff because I don't give a damn. It's not like I'm going to be auditioning for The Voice or American Idol anytime soon. In fact, American Idol, you can't even audition after a certain age anymore now too. It's been like that since day one. But The Voice though, they're always looking for a story. So they want a sob story. They want those things. They want to hear like you've been busking for the last 10 years and you've been living in your car, but you have this amazing talent and you have something that's raw. They want to find that needle in the haystack. You see what I'm saying? They want to find that story so that they can turn you into a reality show. That's what they're trying to sell as well. They're not only trying to get somebody to win the not American Idol, the Voice. They are looking for someone that they can show on the show that shows an arc from he didn't even have shoes. He didn't have shoelaces in his shoes to look at him now as he progresses. If America grabs him or her and loves her or him, watch this kid grow over the course of this series. And then when it's like the big moment of, when you got Kelly Clarkson sitting there going, I just remember, I'm so proud of you because I remember when you were here, you didn't even have shoelaces in your shoes. And then they do the flashback of with them wearing the old man shoes, you know what I'm saying, without the shoelaces in it and stuff, and then the dude sitting there like, kind of rocking back and forth, listening to her, like trying to hold back the tears, and then the camera pushes in on the face to get the tears and everything. Man, that's what they eat. That's what they live for. That's why the show even exists, because everybody wants to see the triumph over the odds. So that's what they look for. So every single time they give you this this big ass stack of paper, and they basically ask for your whole entire life story. Then when you're going in and getting interviewed, because they do interview you if you go past a certain threshold, they want to hear your most sob stories. The camera's in your face and you're telling your story right then and there. So a lot of times, unless you are like, let's just say you have somebody who is 50 or like 60, 70-year-old like vet, right? But got this crazy amazing voice, like crazy dope, right? They will bring them in. Why? Because America's going to get behind a vet all day long. And given the fact that he can blow and he's rare because he's 60 years old, bet that sells tickets, that sells ratings, that sells eyeballs, that sells Colgate. See what I'm saying? It's crazy, but it's true. A lot of times they're looking for those things, or it's like, oh, I overcame cancer. They just run to you. They just grab you in, and you can sing and you look kind of like Taylor Swift, but with dark hair. Oh my gosh. They eat that stuff up. That's what sells the show. So if you sit there and go, oh yeah, I've had a really good life and parents paid the bills and both my parents are still alive and, never had a need for anything and went to a really good school and, I got great friends and I got a wonderful girlfriend. They're going, no, we're not interested. They want sob stories. They want the struggle. They want the drama. And on top of that, you be a badass musician or, a young kid with a lot of raw talent, but you look really good. Like you just came off of like some CW TV show. That's what it is for you. No kidding. I can go, I just got out of rehab, I just love that crack. You got some crack though? I'll sing for some crack. You know what I'm saying? Anyway. Pascal, you should do stand up. You're funny, just being honest when you talk. You see, now the thing is like, stand up is terrifying to me. I'll just be straight funky with you. I don't think I'm that funny. I come up with funny skits. I come up with funny things. Like I could talk all day long. Obviously, as you could tell, we've been on here for almost we've been on here for an hour and a half, literally to the T right now, on the minute. And real talk, I've been talking this entire time. Ain't nobody called in, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, standing up there with a microphone and trying to like with the pressure of being funny is freaking terrifying to me. Maybe it's something I do at one point as a bucket list type of thing, but I'm not somebody who's going to be running around there going like, what's the deal? You know what I mean? I'm just not. I just don't. You know what I mean? We already got a Chris Rock. We got a Dave Chappelle all day, baby. You know what I mean? We already got them, you know? Like, you know, to me, it's like, what else would I say that hasn't already been said in a way? You know what I mean? Don't you hate it when you're banging your girl and the like, you know, everyone's already done that a billion times. You know what I mean? You seem more comfortable with situational humor. Yeah. You know, if I had to go out and like, hey, what's up, New York? Yeah. So, you know, the other day I went down and just went to an ice cream truck and this guy freaking said this to me and, you know what I mean? It just seems a little, it's not me. There's a lot of other guys that are amazing monologuists and I'm just not that guy. You know, situational for sure. All day, every day. Like, you know, this is my stand-up right here, for the most part, sort of. It's like a roller coaster of stand-up because some days you want to hate, you want to punch my face, and then there are days that you want to cry with me, and then there are days that you want to laugh with me. So it's a it's a very interesting stand-up, but this is my version of stand-up, I guess. You know. Well, that scrotum joke gets you every single episode. Yeah, that was funny, man. Okay, so just real quick, that guy is Burton Gilliam. Burton Gilliam is one of the last surviving members from Blazing Saddles. So that iconic comedic movie, Blazing Saddles. He's the guy who is in the very beginning, dun 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 dun, doo-dah, doo-dah, that guy. He's one of the last dudes to survive. You know, all of them have passed. And so he was on the show, and we did a Mad Lib ad lib. So during the interview, I interviewed him, and then we took a little bit of a break, and then we went back, and I was like, all right, we're doing Mad Lib ad lib, and we're going to read this script. We've never seen this script before, but we're going to do this scene together. And but I asked him for all the words. You know what I mean? And so he wrote out all the words, and then we went up and just read it cold turkey right then and there. And that was the most hilarious thing I've ever done, especially with somebody such a iconic figure like him. You know what I mean? So it was really dope. You know, crazy, and because you know sometimes the guests that you have don't have a whole lot of time or aren't willing to roll with the punches. And that that dude was cool as hell, man. That dude's a goat. I'm telling you, he rolled with the punches. He was down for anything. He just wanted to have a good time and laugh. And it was dope. I've had other people on the show that did not want to laugh. They were grumpy as all get out. But as soon as the cameras came on, they were like, hey, everything's great. This is a great show. Wow, y'all awesome. Wow. But that's another story. That's a whole other Charles Dickens story. Oh, that's awesome. It looked fun. He turned into a tomato when you said it. Yeah, he did. He got beet red, man. But like I said, those are the things that we were doing on the show before we had lockdown. The skits, the games, the interviews, like everything. So yeah, he's 81. Exactly, Gator. That's why I ignored that comment. I was like, I'm sure you're going to Google Burton Gilliam real quick and realize he's still alive. It's all good, though, Gator. But yeah, you know, it was just like a moment where once everything got shut down, it was like, what do we talk about? And it's not like we can do a whole lot of skits and do comedic stuff locked down when I don't have anybody to hold a camera for me or scenes to do with somebody else. You know what I mean? So it's definitely something that you know, I'm trying to bring back in to the implement those things into the show, and which we are doing now. I mean, I got something that's specifically tailored for a sponsor that's going to be coming out on Thursday. But then next week though, we got something that's going to be dope. And it's a parody, but it's going to be great. And I love it, and I can't wait to share it with y'all, and it's going to be dope as Hazel. But I'm back on the saddle, at least with that, and bringing those things in. Yeah, Mel Brooks is still alive, for sure. He's somebody I've been trying to get onto the show for a minute. I'm working on it. Honestly, Burton said he would help me get that connection happen, but Mel Brooks is not very tech savvy. So if he does it, he's going to have somebody else be there to do it for him, and so on. So I'm hoping that happens here in a very near future. Yes, he did. Yes, he did, Gator. You know what I mean? But like I said, not every single person that I've had on the show as a guest was cool enough to do a game like that or an activity. You know, a lot of times they're like, all right, I'm just here for the interview and I need to get out. You know, I got to go to this next thing to promote this other thing. And so when you get somebody who's willing to stick around, I mean, Burton showed up in his full Blazing Saddles outfit, and he performed the entire song. I forgot the title of the name, but the doo-dah, doo-dah, he literally performed it live on the show. It was insane. I'm just like, okay, we're gonna roll with it, y'all. Let's just let it be, because Burton's a beast, you know? But yeah. Anyway, I do got to wrap this up. I'm sorry, guys. I said I'd be done a half hour ago, and I'm still here. So I got to go. But I do appreciate all you guys coming in, asking questions, and chopping it up with me and everything. That means a lot, y'all. And thank you for sitting through that song. I appreciate that as well. And like I said, there's going to be, I'm going to be implementing those things back into the show. Not that kind of music. That's just other side stuff, which I'll probably just go, hey, I got a song. Go check it out. The link is down below. I'm not about to put you guys through it like that. But I do have more skits and more parodies coming up in the very, very near future. And I'm excited about it. I'm excited to get back, get the band back again, back together again and do some things. But anyway, I got to get going. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. Oh, and a quick reminder, there will not be a show this Friday. So just a quick heads up, there will not be a show at all for the whole day of Friday. But there will be one all the way up until then, all right? So I will see you guys tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. Be good to yourselves. Be good to one another. I'll talk to you guys soon. This is The Pascal Show. Bye.